Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is your as promised waxing moon reading. As the moon gets larger, the question we're going to ask is, what should your sign, the one in the title below, what is it best for your sign to increase under the light of the waxing moon? Now, it's a general reading, so general reading rules can apply. It's normally quite a personal reading, but if there are roles within the reading, they can be reversed. I could say that someone's doing something to you and it's you doing it to them, or vice versa. Timing's not absolute. We're coming off the back of the new moon in Aquarius, which in sidereal astrology is still in Capricorn. So we've still got that Capricorn energy going on. We're nearly shut of it. But I think really it's been quite challenging, but good. Fingers crossed it's been as good for you. Anyway, there'll be a timestamp below so that you can get past all this waffle of mine, because you want to watch more than one of these. You want to watch your sun, your moon sign, obviously it's a moon reading, and your rising sign, for what you are becoming. To get hopefully a complete picture, and they're quite short. If it means anything to you, please do comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel, either of them, but the comments, I love the feedback, and thank you for everyone who's commented so far. Right, let's bring up the cards. Okay, Cancer, there's a story going through the zodiac again with these readings. Every reading so far has had the Tower, but for you, it's at the bottom of the deck. It's behind you. It's over and done with. It seems to have been to do with your home environment, or even some form of loss has led you to have a new home environment. That 10 of stones on the bottom of the deck, I'm feeling really positive about. Now, what you are being asked to increase is to continue your forward movement and continue to your forward movement after listening to guidance. There are options around you at the moment, and you are like going, oh, which one do I go for? Which one do I go for? Things are being shown you not to take the wind out of your sails, but to give you a sense of the options ahead of you, to give you one to focus on, but also to hone your skill at listening to guidance. So not all of the options that you are being shown are for you to follow, but all of them are designed for you to listen to your guidance. So it's almost like spirits flicking through a catalogue. And have you seen this on page 32? And what about this one on page 34? And don't you think that toaster on page 86 will look nice just in the corner of your kitchen? That sort of thing. But one of them will automatically feel where, because I've got the Four of Cups here and the Four of Cups here. So there is one option that will make you go, oh yeah, I can see it now. This is where I want to go to. And this is where, by the act of cutting something out, because we've got all these swords energies here, Knight of Swords, Queen of what is in effect swords, that you are cutting something out, but only a little small something, because it's almost like you're saying, no, I'm going this way. You're cutting out the other options that are being shown to you. Oh yeah, more swords just here. I knew there was more swords. It's almost as if whatever it is that you've left behind you, it is now time to finally set it aflame, burn it down. It's gone. It's gone. Because that will take some strength, but there is no need to have the anxiety from it. You can walk confidently through all of these swords away from the fire as a test to yourself, as a test to, I can do this. Because at the moment, with all of these, even though there's all this sword energy, we have Yesod, root or connection from the Angelarium, who I may just look up because my Kabbalah's a bit rusty. But there's, no, that's Spanish. I'm feeling really positive that you are building connections at the moment, and you are building connections by cutting something out. You are building connections by looking at all of those options and choosing the main one of them, because if you listen to the guidance and choose the main one, it will be fertile. It will be really stimulating to the mind, and you'll be taking steps that will last you long term. Five of Wands, Five of Bows, Five of Wands shows there's a little bit of mental conflict, but I'm seeing more debate, and out of that debate, some lasting effects, like that guy that is still on a hill down south somewhere now, and I've completely forgotten its name. But out of that debate, out of that jousting, and it feels really good natured. Yeah, you're building these connections, and you're out of a positive harvest. The new dream is taking shape. You're settling any emotions down from this old stuff, from this tower event that's been and gone. It's already happened. Right. Yesod, the ninth emanation, the foundation that supports the world and forms the gateway between the spiritual and the physical. It is the medium upon which we experience the tree of life. Upon Yesod's shoulders rests the sky, and all that lies beyond it runs through his fingers. We stand at this doorway and peer through, seeking answers to our nature. There's that whole Four of Cups vibe being carried on. As a single column again, the flow of energy through the tree only moves downward. It moves downward into the real world, into Malkuth, into the kingdom. So you are bringing things out of the ruins of that tower moment, out of your forward motion, out of your listening to guidance and choosing one option. You are bringing things from the spiritual realms into the real world, into the physical world, into your life. So, I mean, this is echoed again by here. The end of a tough cycle approaches and a personal issue reaches resolution. You do have to avoid extremes. When I say you set fire to what you leave behind, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Do you know what I mean? You burn what needs to be burnt, and you walk forward proudly. You don't walk forward with a moment of regret going, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that bit. So be judicious in your choice of what you are putting pay to and saying goodbye to, but say goodbye to it. It will be a balancing act trying to balance the. I don't know why I need that anymore. Trying to balance what your insight is telling you and what your drive is pushing you forward to do, which are similar but not quite the same, and you need to pay attention to those differences. But also balancing it with basic real world priorities. But it's a challenge that I think you will find fun. This is Two of Stones, Two of Pentacles. There's that balance thing. But here there's two hares fighting, but actually I'm not feeling the viciousness of their fighting. I'm feeling a playfulness about their fighting. It's just like they're doing it because why not? It's fun. And as long as you have the strength to burn what you need to and not burn what you don't need to, this new direction offers a long-lasting effect and a resolution of emotions that may have been hassling you for a while, may be the driving force for you moving forward right now. But we're finishing here with the Woodward, which translates as the Hermit, finding your own inner light, notice he's with a mountain lion or lynx, or is it a lynx? Let's call it a lynx. The eagle behind him, he's at ease with the world around him. He is part of that natural world. He's clarifying the King of Cups, who has mastered his emotions, who can be adrift in a load of emotion and go, I'm fine. Been there, done it, seen it, felt it. I'm okay now. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So, this is a really, really good reading, and I'm hoping now that this is the last time in this round of readings the Tower card appears. It might be interesting to look at this particular waxing moon playlist from beginning to end, because I've noticed on a few of them the story seems to go through all the various signs. Or sometimes two stories, one stops and another starts. So, if this means anything to you, please do comment down below. Press subscribe while you're there. Your next reading will be your Full Moon Gods at Play reading, which I think should be quite a refreshing look once all this is over of the new forces that you are having to deal with, those that lift you up and those that are trying to press you down. Obviously, your monthlies will be out soon as well. So, yeah, keep pushing forward. Avoid the extremes, but yeah, you're putting an end to things, and that's a good thing. All right, cheers.